Yes, welcome back to DayBreak. We're still talking about World Turtle Day with Nesha Ichida, right?
Ichida. Now let's touch on the important topic of sea turtle conservation. We spoke about Crush from Nemo earlier. Now, article says the character actually helps spike a sudden interest of turtles in children. Now, what can we do to teach our children about, conservation of marine life?
I guess the best thing to help with education is by watching documentary, because visuals, you receive it, National Geographic, BBC Knowledge, Discovery, that's how I learned it. And it's not, you don't necessarily need to go to SeaWorld or to a head starting farm or whatever to learn about it, because you will learn more about it actually on documentary series. And if you really want to get into it, you usually you have to find the right conservation efforts, like the one that I told you, that they just put the nest in a protected area and you help them get to the ocean. That's it. You cannot help them after that. It's part of the food chain.
But it'll be fun, I think, for children to actually watch that, right? To actually see that.
Because I actually went to North Sulawesi with Jakarta Intercultural School, and they had their field trip there, and so we had them help out the baby hatchlings that were just coming out, and they enjoyed it so much.
Did you have to help them, or can they just hatch on their own?
Yeah, they will come out of their nest on their own, and you just have to guide them by torch towards the sea. That's it. You cannot touch them because you can transmit bacteria to them as well, and you want to reduce it.
Wow.
Any other organization in Indonesia that we would learn more about, conservation about turtles here?
The one that I know that is doing it the right way is the one in Tasikoki Wildlife Rescue Center in North Sulawesi. And in Berau as well. They're both doing the same thing. And you've got some in Malaysia, Thailand, and the US doing the same thing as well.
Okay. Now, what are some resources that we can use to make teaching children fun?
I guess from infographics that I just showed you, my friend made that to help out with the visuals. Yeah, with schools and raising awareness as well, because he's not really a researcher or whatever, but he wants to help in conservation, so he uses his skills for design and help out in that. And yeah, basically visuals is the best way you can do it.
All right.
And basically they say that participation is the best way to engage kids. And how are the activities that we can take part, basically, like what you said, join the organization. Besides that, are there any extra curricular activities that you can join or be part of?
The one that I told you about in North Sulawesi, because a lot of school trips.
They work together.
Yeah, they work. They invite school kids to give them education about turtles, and they actually invite them to the beach where the hatchlings are. And if you're lucky on that day, you might see them come out of their nest. That's the best way you can join in and actually see how it goes.
I think it's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And where's the weirdest or the biggest size, or about sea turtle?
Biggest.
You mentioned there was a 3 meter?
Yeah, it's 3 meters, the biggest one.
That's humongous.
Yeah, it's the leatherback sea turtle.
And you can find that in?
In Papua you can find.
Now, what is this?
Yeah, I think that is the olive ridley. Yeah, that is a sort of conservation that I don't advise on, because I don't advise on touching any wildlife. You should refrain yourself from any direct contact, because you might give them any bacteria as well. So the only thing you can help them is by guiding them to the ocean.
With the light,
with the light. And they actually come out at night.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you, don't they come out at night because they look at the moon, right?
Yeah, they follow the moonlight.
What about this one, though? It's I think they have hatched the night before, probably, or no?
Yeah, they probably put them in the tank, this one, and then when they're ready for tourists to come, and they help them.
And is there any certain season of hatching times, or is there any season that the turtles will hatch or
lay?
It depends on when they lay. I don't necessarily know when they nest, but it takes about 60 days or something for them from the time their mom lay the eggs to the time they hatch. And the mom, usually the female, goes back and forward from the beach to lay 100 eggs each time.
Is this like this? Like right now, there's a coverage right now. Looking
that's that's when I think you remove the nest from to a protected area. But there's a certain way to do it, because after 12 hours there will be accumulative of gas inside the egg, so you cannot move it. Otherwise, it will be like poisonous.
Okay.
But how do these people know where the eggs are? I mean, it's hidden all underneath.
They do monitoring, and you can see the tracks from the
But you won't accidentally step on them without knowing.
Let's hope not.
The females are very good at digging. And did you know that the gender of the turtle is...
How can you tell?
Yeah, the gender of the turtle is determined by the temperature of the nest. So the part that is really hot, it will be female. And the colder one will be male. So it's like hot chick and cool guys.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
How many eggs do they nest in one go?
It depends on the species as well.
Oh, species as well, yeah. So which one lays like the most eggs in one go?
I'm not sure about that, but they lay about 100 or more, but only 1% actually make it to adulthood. So that's why they're very vulnerable, and we need to protect them. And also the biggest threat to them as well is climate change. With the rising sea level, the beaches they're supposed to lay their eggs are disappearing. So when they lay their eggs, the tide will come and wash it away. So it's really bad.
But how do you know? Okay, now how can you tell which eggs come from which species? Do you have to wait for them to hatch? Or
you have to
wait
for them to hatch.
They don't come in different sizes.
I don't think so.
So you can't.
Or maybe they do, but I don't know.
What about this one?
What do they eat?
Those are tortoises, not
tortoises.
turtles.
Tortoises. No, I was like, what?
Yeah.
What does turtle eat?
Different stuff. Like the green sea turtle eat the algae.
Okay.
And leatherbacks eat jellyfish. Hawksbill eat some corals as well. And one more, I forgot which one, eats crustaceans and like crabs. So they help in the nutrient enriching of the coral beds as well.
Okay. Oh, very interesting.
Very interesting, right?
So when's the next trip you'll do for diving or...
I'm heading to Wakatobi in June to work with Operation Wallacea for 6 weeks.
For 6 weeks?
Yeah, I'm going to be so dark.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much,
You're very
Nesha.
welcome.
We had such a wonderful conversation about...
And good luck with the program and working together with the conservation also. And we'll hope to see you soon, all right?
Thank you very much for having me.
And after the break, we have the United States, Greece, who have joined the search for a missing Egypt Air flight.
Stay with us for more on Daybreak.